Hi, Trenton from Classic Rides Arizona. We just scored a 56 Chevy pickup and we are so excited about it. It's a true barn find. We pulled it out of a barn this weekend on a cattle ranch in North Texas and this thing looks really good. Today we wanted to give it a Comet wash and get to know the truck a little bit. We wanted to show you around the truck and introduce it to you as well. To do a Comet wash is pretty simple. You just need water, a can of Comet, and a couple Scotch-Brite pads. We're mostly going to be using this blue one. It's less abrasive, but we can use the green one for the spots that are a little bit more stubborn. And this truck has its original paint and some beautiful patina, and we want to preserve as much of that as possible as we build this truck. So let's get to it. So we're going to show you the Comet wash and a little bit of the hood here, and we'll just do half so you can see the before and the after. It's pretty simple. You're just going to wet down the hood, sprinkle on some Comet. You don't need a whole lot. You can always go back later and do more. And then you're just gonna start scrubbing. You want to keep it in an even pattern, like you're block sanding, so you don't sand any patterns into it. And just light pressure is fine. And when you get to any of the surface rust, you can flip it over, use the more abrasive side. Then just rinse it off. If you see any spots you miss, you can always go back and give them a little extra attention. So I don't know how much will really show with the lighting right now, but this side of the hood looks like that side of the fender over there, and it's kind of a chalky pale blue. On this side of the hood, it really brings out that original turquoise, that classic 50s color, and a lot of that light surface rust is gone now. So one thing that's kind of annoying is on the passenger side door here, looks like somebody just splashed a bucket of paint on it there. So we're gonna try with the more abrasive green pad here and some Comet and see if we can get rid of that paint. So here's what we have so far. Looks like it's starting to come off. So I think with a little bit of elbow grease here, we'll be good as new on the door. Well, we got pretty close with just the Comet and Scotch-Brite. I think I'm gonna switch to some wet sandpaper and see if I can't get the rest of this red paint off there. Well, I'm gonna call it good on the door for now. The wet sandpaper, we're starting to go through the original paint, which we don't wanna do. So there's still a little bit of the red paint on there. There are some rust bubbles and holes on this door skin anyways, which you might need to cut out and replace, but overall, pretty happy with it. Here's the finished product now that it's been allowed to dry, and we're really stoked about how it came out. It's an original ocean green truck, and it just has that quintessential 50s color, and we love how it looks. And now here's a few details on the truck that we'd like to show you. So the tailgate and the back of the truck looks amazing. We love the way the white paint was preserved on the Chevrolet stamping. If you can see up here, there's an old political campaign sticker. You can just make out it says governor there. I wish more of the sticker was left. It's kind of an interesting piece of history. And then this is really interesting too. I don't know the story on it, but stamped into the bumper, you can see it says Arthur Chevrolet Co., Comanche, Texas. Kind of a unique little piece. This truck is a short bed. It's got the cutout here for the spare tire and the mount. And we've never really been crazy about that, but we're just gonna leave it because this truck's so original and you can only be original once. Why mess with it? The dashboard and steering wheel are pretty good, and the odometer reads 55,000. And we have no way of knowing if that's 55 or 155,000, but the truck's pretty clean. I'm inclined to believe it could be 55. Under the hood, we have a small block Chevy V8 with a 2-barrel carburetor, 4-speed manual transmission, and we don't know the origins on this engine, if it's the one that came in the truck or not, but what's important is it fires right up. Little starter fluid. So there's your first look at our 56 Chevy pickup. Our plans are to turn this thing into a modern daily driver, so we want to update it, but keep as much of the originality and classic styling as we can. Under the hood, we plan to put an LS engine, and it should make about 400 horsepower, be reliable, and get about 20 miles per gallon. We'll put modern brakes and modern suspension in this thing, so it's fun to drive and safe. And we will restore the interior with air conditioning, a stereo, even modern seatbelts, so it's comfortable and enjoyable to drive, and you can feel good about taking it anywhere. We will do some metal repair, some rust repair where we need to, but we pretty much want to keep it looking how it does, because like I said, you can only be original one time. Thank you for watching. Please let us know what you think. You can subscribe to our channel on here, and you can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll be keeping you updated on this truck as well as some other really exciting projects that we have coming up.